Hey, armwrestlers. I should be live now. Oh, what a week. What a week. So I'm back home. Um, we got home at around 12:30 in the morning. Stayed up all night because we had a plane. We had to go to airport at 6:30, so there was no point of sleeping. So I was just editing out the videos from the interviews, talking with people that were hanging out. It was Michael, Devon, Brad Grundy, Kalina was there, some other people. So yeah, got home, ate a little bit, and then fell asleep for like 5, 6 hours. Woke up a few hours ago, and now I think wanted to just a debrief, talk about you, how how was the event and everything else. For some reason, I have this on app. I want to change the thumbnail, but it doesn't allow me to change the damn thumbnail. Okay, let me figure something out while we talk. So, guys, straight away, let me know your thoughts about everything. And I think, okay, like we can go through pretty much everything. Um, I wasn't, I like the big thing, the big talk is the Levin situation. I wasn't part of it. In what sense I wasn't part of it? I wasn't even aware. Like when people explained to me, I had no idea what they're talking about because I was doing interviews with Vitali and Artyom while the whole thing was going down. So when I came back, I missed the whole thing. I went to Travis, we finished the show, closed it up, and now later, Engin told me and athletes told me and everyone else, and now I see just all this online, and I'm like, wow, because I really wasn't part of it, so I cannot give you any input on that. As much as I saw, because I saw the interaction and everything, and much as I heard, I think there was huge miscommunication, and Levin was upset. I feel like rightfully he was upset, but it was just like a unnecessary situation just happened, and I think it will be fine. I think everyone's gonna find a way to move forward from this. It was just I don't even know. I don't know. Um, oh, Kriggy, thank you, buddy. Ray, the hardest working man in arm wrestling, a true gem in sport, and it would be the same without you. Thank you. I hope it's true. I do hope it's true. It's like the week was like we didn't see much. One day we had time. We went to center of Tbilisi to have lunch with Alex Kurdecha. So me, Tina, Alex, we went there, ate, had a little bit of their local wine, had hinkari, had some food, and then the rest was just hotel and nothing else. I even missed the rules meeting because I didn't go to the. I haven't been to venue and I couldn't find the entrance. Yeah, but yeah. Overall, like, listen. Overall, the things that I saw yesterday from the crowd, probably the greatest thing ever I have seen in arm wrestling. So everyone can argue that there's been bigger crowds for arm wrestling events, that there has been bigger, you know, more people coming in, and WAF Worlds will be like attendance sometimes will be similar like this. So I don't know exact number. It was definitely more than 1.5 thousand. That was the ticket sales that I heard like day before. Um, it was all full. It was very big venue. It was full. Atmosphere was great. There was some things that we could definitely improve to make it even better. But fans, like you have to understand that this is the first time in arm wrestling history where people actually buy tickets to get in to watch, and tickets were not that cheap for an event, arm wrestling event. They were not that cheap, but again, there was 1.5 thousand arm wrestling fans, which is the craziest. At least I think it was more. It was definitely more with all the athletes and everything else, and there was way more. But it was. I think this was monumental, and there's things that happen in the event that kind of overshadows this, but I think that's one of the biggest victories we have ever gotten. Like, I was there for first East versus West in Yalova. So I was in Dubai, training with Larry, and then at the end we did King of Table 1, and then we had planned to do East versus West, and I just took a week vacation in Turkey, in Istanbul. So I went from spending 7 weeks in Dubai to going there, and then I went to Yalova just for that event, just to do that event, just to see it there, because Hermes was pulling that mask, Zaluyo versus Haji, uh, Sarah Backman was there. So there was great card, great event. It was just the first time we trying to do this. I remember it was all fan support. I They had like and in got like national news to do the trans uh, to do the coverage, the TV coverage. Sorry, my brain isn't working, and it was like, I would say, well, less than 100 people total in the audience, less than that. And again, no entrance fee, nothing. People that were there just to watch the event, and then we all kind of left, and that's it. And it's crazy. Now it's completely crazy things, because it was we went from that to that, And I feel like next event that's planned in Dallas is going to be even bigger, and it's going to be even bigger by many different things. But if we can sold out that one, that would be amazing. And I think we're gonna push very hard just to get people to know where it is, when it is, because even now, still, like listen, I posted that video yesterday. If you go on the feed and check it, like, I posted the video where I said, like, listen, this is the timings, this is the time zones, and everything, and people were like, oh, thank you. Where can I watch it? Like, because they still, right? Links would be nice. Like, I'll put all the links in 10 hours ago, people, but still, like, do you think that I don't understand some people's laziness. Like, I just went on the video. The first comment that says links would be nice, and links is in the description. This is the first link in description. I put it there. Yes, it's the first link in description. Imagine how lazy you are. But yeah. Anyway, I'm happy. I'm happy we did. I'm happy about the success. Let's say how it is. Um, yeah, and I think I have posted right now. I think all the post-match interviews are posted. So my girlfriend Tina is helping me with that, and we did all the pre-match interviews. We forgot Kalina somewhere somehow, and Kalina's like, "Where's mine interview?" So we posted that one today. You can go check it out. But I think from the event, yes, I just set the last one live, so we have all of them. The only one that I didn't interview was Betkili. Listen, he was very upset. He was very upset. Uh, Georgians didn't have the best day for sure, and he was very upset. And I don't want to, like, I was like, listen, it would be good if we do this, but if you don't want it, it's cool, right? I even said the same thing to Irakli, but Irakli, true professional, he's like, went there and did the talk, and you know I think it's really hard when you lose to go and talk on camera, when all you do is just like, you're angry at yourself, you're maybe angry at your opponent, maybe a referee. Like, for everyone, it's different things they are angry about, but I think it speaks volumes about professionalism. So I want to thank every single athlete, and I'll also will communicate with them that they did amazing job on you know helping us to help them, because eventually all the things that I'm doing, it's like, it's not for me, it's it's to help athletes to go to different stages, to help arm wrestling grow, to help East versus West grow, to help us reach new heights. And I feel like if I can do that, and then I'm doing right things, because if our sport grows, everyone grows. And I feel I feel very good about that. So anyway, yeah, if you join me now and you're asking about Levin, I really don't know. I wasn't part of it. I didn't see it. I wasn't there because I was doing either Vitali or Artem's interview. Okay, I set it up thumbnail. Very good now. Um, yeah. So all the interviews right now just put on the last one live on East versus West channel, so you can go and check it out there. Um, what else before we get into the matches and some things? So a lot of people are complaining about referees. So I think there was mistakes. Like it's hard to deny that there was mistakes, and I think we should work hard to get them do better job on because I don't know it's confusion or what's going on. But like let's say the first match, I saw a clear foul. Every single person saw a clear foul. Um, Matches that I wasn't commentating, I was on a side view. So you guys most likely saw better than I did. So when people are right now talking about like bias refereeing for Devon and Gennady, I can't say nothing because I haven't seen it. I watched the footage and I can really say like what was going on. All I like, listen, they were taking so long just to set up for the first round is getting ridiculous. Uh, I think if we're trying to make arm wrestling faster, moving faster, we need like so right now. I'll make a poll, okay, and you guys you decide, okay. It's very easy. Should the athletes be fouled out if they don't take a grip? So because I want to see arm wrestling match, but if both guys are not agreeing for a grip for 15 minutes, it's becoming ridiculous. And if we don't encourage them to do something about it, they will continuously do that. So I don't know who was their biased refereeing and things like that, but you know I won't answer. Warning first. Terrible poll. Really terrible poll. Just listen to Neil in the comment booth during the match. It was horrible. I will check it. But but you guys do understand what I mean. So we want to see an arm wrestling match. We want to give you an arm wrestling match. So but if athletes are using the system to fight for the grip so long, it's becoming ridiculous, right? Hell, no match shouldn't end on fouls, right? So start and rev script, ban Devon. Need to fight to speed up the matches. I agree. Yeah, I think like the start of the event was really quick. Um, some things that probably uh, will look different from audience perspective than it looked on for us. So the stage was up, I don't know, elevated, right? Everyone else in the audience was sitting down, and the camera was coming very far away, the central camera, like this, downwards angle. So whatever you saw here, let's say, so if you look here, let's say my arm, my hand, is it below? You can barely see my hand. Let's say like this. Can I do it like this? Let's see. So, okay. So this is the same line. This is over the top. And if you're gonna go, cool. But if we move it on the same level, it goes way below. So it's sometimes illusions that we see, and I think that was a little bit of um, uh, how to say, we will see some different things from different perspectives. This is why POV is very important. So the match with Michael and Hermes, Hermes got mad at me because I said like, "We could do it one more time, guys. You have to do it one more time." Um, but if they wouldn't do it one more time, it would be we would be talking about this all day now, like how Hermes didn't pin Michael because it didn't look like a pin there. But from most likely from that perspective, it just didn't look like a pin. Um, and that was a great match. Listen, that was yeah, no grip, no pay. Hmm. Okay, guys, you want to talk about the matches, right? Why didn't they have the cameras attached to the table like normal? Yeah, I don't know. Like this time, they changed the setup, some things, and I also made some notes. And again, it's completely it was different crew this time, so we're working very different things. What I heard, the sound was great for sound, and video quality was great. I will rewatch it. I want to rewatch it, see everything, and then I can make like you know, um, yeah. But I don't think refs hate anyone. I think refs see the calls what they see. Um, I just don't understand it. Like sometimes some things were kind of ridiculous for me too. But yeah. But like, listen, like Vitali, when they rewatched the match and gave the second chance for Artem, it was Artem slipped, and by East versus West rules, that's a slip. If the arm isn't buried below the pin pad or on the pin pad, it's 100% slip, and it goes to the straps. Okay. Um, why wouldn't we chat in paper chat box? Chat was filled with bots who was only sending generic messages. Man, I haven't seen it. I don't know nothing. I heard that people really like the chat and reactions and things like that, and there were people monitoring. Yeah, refs are corrupt. I don't think refs are corrupt. Like, why would they be corrupt for who? For Artem not to allow Vitali to win? For Devon, or some people just really fight? And I don't know. I wouldn't think they were corrupt. The problem are the refs are trying to assert their authority and enforce the secret rules. The refs could have just said go, but they wouldn't would wait. I also agree there. I think the refs were looking for two perfect solutions in some positions. Um, yeah, but listen, I'm not a referee. And it is a very hard job. If they make a mistake, it's But yeah, I think like listen for first match there was clearly mistakes in my opinion, clear blatant mistakes that should be fixed. For some other matches too, but it's again it's a human error in my opinion. Like no one, yeah. Message delete would is that's not real Henry, right? Ray, you can't be that gullible. It wasn't fair. For which match are we talking about? Which match was? Because listen, I saw from Dennis Strong's Thomas and Devon can touch himself. Fake user accounts. Oh, hey, Frank Lamparelli got screwed. Frank, how did Frank get screwed? Competition is higher than ever. You can't compare 10 years ago. No, he isn't just has to work with them. Uh, ask Frank multiple. Like Frank said, he couldn't get a good grip, right? Like listen again, we didn't have audio from the athletes, so I couldn't hear. I could just see things, and it didn't look like that much. Like, but also my screen wasn't as big as my screen here, so I have to go and rewatch. Yeah, Ray is a shill for the refs. There are his friends. Bias opinion, Ray. I know them. I know Christo very well. I know most of the refs. I've seen them, but like if someone is making mistake, I call it out like it is. If I'm making mistake, they will call out my mistakes. Um, I just listen. I don't know. I have to rewatch Devon's match. Okay, let's do it like this. I will rewatch Devon's Gennadi's match. I will rewatch Frank and Serhi and see what's going on there. I'll see what's going on there. If both guys are okay with the setup, shouldn't the refs just let the match go? Yes, I think so too. Right? Is Alex really so big in person as it looks in your post match videos? Yes, Alex is massive. Aren't they all friends? Like everyone knows everyone in arm wrestling, you know. Majority of matches and go through them quickly. Refs didn't make few mistakes, but also going to happen. Many refs do significant differently. Yes, there's some calls, some things that refs are like, but it's up until like maybe Devon's match. I didn't see that much. Okay, I keep going back to the first match, which was crazy, which was crazy. I rewatched because they showed us that replay so many times, and that elbow was off, and I'm like, where are you looking? I noticed every one of my messages were deleted, and it's pretty upsetting as they were all supportive. Would love to know why this happened. Oh man, I really don't know. I'm not involved in any of those. I know they have moderators, and how big Devon was. Did you saw a big difference? Oh yeah, I think he was bigger than first time he faced Michael Todd in Dubai. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ray, are there any post-event videos of athletes? Only the interviews I did. I didn't have time to do anything else, and we left pretty early. Um, and we ain't perfect people out here. Don't forget, refs are people. Yes, yes, everyone's people. But like, you want the highest on that many eyes at everything. You want to do a good job, and I think some things is just kind of missing. I just don't understand why. Yeah. Yeah, Travis' way of pronouncing uh, Levon's last name, Saginashvili, is. I'm pretty sure he knows how to say it. He must be trolling at this point. He must be trolling at this point. Uh, when will you get back to competing? Yes, I'm gonna go to Canada in March for a competition. You might heard of it. I'll give you more details a little later, but in less than a month. Yeah. Why was there an exhibition match anyway? I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah. What's mm, what specially is missing from the refing? I don't know what they are. Like, so I think the complicated part is when you tell to referees like these are looser rules, and then it's everyone's interpretation how loose they are. Because if you say like we don't want matches to end on fouls and guys not taking any grips, not moving, pulling, whatever, then you like how will you enforce that? So I think that is biggest problem. So in WAF is no problem because it's straight rules. You know exactly what you like. You can't argue about them. Here the thing is, it's everything is subjective. So I think every referee kind of interprets their interpretation of it is a little bit different. So I think that is where things are happening. But yeah, sometimes I just don't know when they call a pin, not man. Mhm. They gave Frank an opponent that was too strong. Yeah. Like listen, not everyone always can like you don't feel grip good or something. Like I've been pulling long enough to know that there's some guys that just will be masters that they will put you will have to take a grip they want, right? And you will not feel comfortable. And it is what it is. Um, Said he was incredibly strong. His ability not to allow Frank to slip was just insane. Um, but yeah, yeah. This is why strict rules are better. They're not better. Most matches end without arm wrestling. They are not better. I will disagree. I disagree. I don't think they are better. But if you don't punish the athlete, they can do anything they want, and I will stick by it. Like it's very. If how else will you enforce the rules? Referees doesn't have much things to do to enforce the rules. You understand that, right? Yo, what the hell just happened? Okay. Just yeah, it just my computer just went dark for some reason. Um, let's see. Thank you for super chat, Francesco. I think it would be nice to see what athletes do when a match ends and not jump directly to replay. You missed some good stuff there. That's a good suggestion. I will definitely bring that up because yeah, sometimes like some of the camera angles and things like that were not so great for me also, because we wanted to see like I want to see what ref is doing, what they're doing, and we couldn't. Yeah. Um, Hermes pull whole body of MT without table. Do you think now has 50 chance now? Listen, he has to pull someone. He has to pull someone closer, and then we will find out. Yeah. Okay. Let's go through the matches. Okay. If you guys would agree, let's go. Or you can choose the match maybe. Let's do it like this. So, um, very impressed by Stoyan first of all. Yeah, very impressed by Stoyan. Stoyan was Stoyan was great. Um, Vassal came in much bigger, stronger, and I think he just like it wasn't a good day for Georgians at all. Like just one win. Um, I don't know, like who most impressive. Like Bacho and Brad for me that was match. Like I didn't see it going any other way. I thought maybe Brad will figure and something, but like the power difference is just too much. When someone has such a strong hand and arm, like you can do nothing. You just can't do nothing. And again, like listen, guys, if you watch the match, Brad was complaining about things, but when someone has really strong hand, they will always put you in a position. So you think referees try to screw Brad over there as well. Like, I don't think so. You don't always get what you want, and you can't always get what you want. Woody, thank you. Super job is always right. When Travis lets you speak. I'm okay. I was doing many different things, and I'll let the young man talk there if he wants. Yeah, Bacho is a monster. Yes, listen. From this event, we now have Petrenko, we have Bacho, we have Rustam Babayev, we have Todd Hutchings, Iraqi. Let's put these guys together and mix it up like make a soup. Perfection. Yeah, the strict rules create clear boundaries for the competitors, allowing for subjectivity. Will only get worse and worse as they push the boundaries more and more. I agree. That is a problem. That is a problem that needs fixing. So I was thinking of many ways how we can fix that. It could be also maybe monetary penalty. Like, listen, you know, every foul would pay you something or cost you something. That would be interesting. Um, Parallel pins are weird in my opinion. What? Gennady slapped Devon twice. Imaginary elbow foul for Devon. That was like I watched it a few times on a replay. 100% phantom foul. Because if I'm correct, he was moving forward on the pad and he wasn't moving there. So did he get an elbow foul before? Why wasn't it called? And if he moved on the pad, did he was off the pad? So like yeah. Listen, there was definitely some things there. I just don't understand. That one's number two. Todd versus Rockley was whoa, so much power in there. Yeah, that was great match. It went. I think Irakli did better than I expect him to do, because styles do make matches and improvement. Like Irakli needed to improve like so much just to get there. And as soon as the first round starts, just Todd pulls him down, and we know how insanely good Irakli has been with anyone. Irakli just goes and your hand goes backwards. Irakli starts the match, gets put on position just instantly. Todd Hutchings is his kryptonite. So this is the big mystery for him. If he can figure out how to beat Todd Hutchings, he will become really good arm wrestler. Like really, really good arm wrestler. Doesn't matter the weight class, because he will be so hard to beat for many different styles then. So I think it's a good lesson for him. And he's so young, it means nothing. Like listen, it absolutely means nothing. Um, WAF, it has ton of bad calls. People just don't watch the matches. Yes, that is true. Like I have seen WAF, I have seen the refs make bad calls. I have seen getting protest after protest after protest. This part of arm wrestling, it is just part of arm wrestling. And if you have athletes that are trying to break the rules a little bit, like what else will happen? Yeah. Has Devon broken the seal finally in his ability to gain weight now? A threat to all super heavyweights. Devon is the second super heavyweight on the planet. There's no other super heavyweights except Levin. There's just one. So so we had the whole discussion, and if you go and watch the comment section there, it's hilarious because people think like, "How dare you give advice? How dare you give advice?" It's like just because I'm giving advice, I'm disrespecting him, and then some people are like, "That's a great advice, Ray. He should listen to you." So it's always fascinating how people think, what they are focusing on. Uh, there's great people everywhere that will take advice from most people, especially if they trust those people, especially the people know what they're talking about. I do believe I know what I'm talking about. So with Devon, I think one of the biggest issues for him to start doing any kind of weight training and things like that is that he's really beat up. Like he said, he jokes that he's disabled, but he can't move like everyone else. He will have limited ranges and things like that, and he's pretty messed up. My suggestion was like, listen, if you look at him, his stomach got so big, right? That is not that's not a weight you can use for anything. It's literally the most useless thing for arm wrestling because all the weight you gained is there. He gained some of his arms, right? And I said, if you want to gain 100 more pounds, like listen, if he would do squats, at least that is something his body can use because there's more muscle. It doesn't will have huge translation, but having all the weight here, right in his stomach, is way worse than having it in his legs and glutes. If he wants to gain weight, if his idea is to be bigger, have more mass, that mass on the ass, right? Can anyone argue about this? Like, is there a great argument where they say, listen, abdominal pressure is very needed, right? So that was I said, like, listen, if you want to gain, like, I would say anything that he gains, it's better if it's not on the stomach because that's the most useless place if you're not a, let's say, strongman. Strongman might use it because, for helping with lifting stones and shit and things like that. But it's like, yeah, belly one no matter what you think. Yeah. Just go. Vitali can be done because you keep addressing me. There's. Da, 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 da. It's all about center mass. It's physics, right? Shit, I was wrong. I was wrong. Yeah, yeah. Um, 11 breaks anyone's arm. He has never broken anyone's arm, as far as I know, in competition. Isn't that funny? Um, mm, big belly equals pre-bar. When will the matches be on YouTube? So, uh, people, first of all, we can talk about Robert's interview with me because people got upset there because he started saying like things like we wanted to have like Donald Trump match and things like. Robert was speaking about like that's the ultimate goal, that kind of level of publicity. So I also like to keep arm wrestling for arm wrestlers, but then whenever we bring someone in, we might get new fans. We might get not only new fans, we'll get new exposure. New exposure means more people will talk about us, and I think it's all good. I think it's not something, in my opinion, we should be really like taking as a 100% priority. It's still arm wrestling that's moving arm wrestling, but from time to time making someone interested in arm wrestling, why not? Like listen, Eddie and Brian brought so much interest and so much eyes on us because they took it seriously and they trained and then the match and everything. I thought it was great, and now we have more fans. Maybe some of you guys right now in the chat are here because of Eddie and Brian. That would be great. uh, but but his whole thing and people like politics and things like that, and that wasn't the point. The point was that's kind of level we're looking for. If we could reach that, that's the biggest one, right? And of course, it's impossible. You will never get like what they wanted. Robert said like Putin and Trump, but they have They have a lot of contacts. They're working really hard. They're doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. And I think for North American events and King of Table events, we will see some really cool things. Really cool things. Anything that could. We've been not really utilizing the social media aspect as much as we can. We have Devon Laird, who's a huge star, but he's already an arm wrestler, right? And even then, most people are fans of Devon Laird, not fans of arm wrestling, right? So yeah, so we will see. Other thing, uh, East vs West highlights of the matches, like they used to be on East vs West channel, will be for free on East vs West channel. I don't know when they're gonna start posting it. I would think 2 weeks away, end of next week, maybe a little bit more, and then we will do members area for East versus West on YouTube. I think also on Facebook, and there will be full matches. You can see full matches, unedited, uncut, like they're supposed to be, as well as some other stuff that will come out just for members. So yeah, yeah. Who doesn't like turtles? I have one right there, an aquarium. Um, yeah. What else? What else? What was your guys' favorite? Will the pay-per-view be rewatchable? I think it is. I think it is. You can buy it now and watch it. Yeah. Vitali is mid lol. Sure. Uh, talk about Vitali and Morozov. That was a great match. Morozov, like, listen, I thought it would be closer. I didn't think it's gonna be that close. Morozov, like, he did everything he could. He came in with a game plan of Hermes Gasparini, how to beat Vitali Letin. He utilized it, but he just ran out of arm. Like at one point, like I don't know what he tore, but I feel like it is his pronation. I think the pronator went either pronation or one of the flexors. It was swollen. It was all crazy. You know. Yeah. Yeah. But great match. I think that was the best match because listen, everyone overlooked it, and Morozov came in. He was so focused on it. He wasn't himself. There was two people that were not themselves throughout the whole week. It was one of them was Morozov, another one was Michael Todd. Michael Todd after the match just came alive. Everything was fine. He was funny. He was. I have a picture with him and Giannis just sitting on stairs and joking around, and I was like, "What is going on here?" Right? So that was good. But Morozov, like absolute warrior, like absolute warrior, and even in his own mind, he said, like, "I always thought Vitali was the number one guy." He's like, "Vitali was is the number one guy." So. Uh, no shame in losing like he did. I think everyone like his stock definitely rose in my opinion. Devon and Gennady, I was an audience just watching there from the side, and as soon as like round two ended, I thought like there's no chance. There's no chance. Like it was he kind of made it. Arm assault him went inside. He wanted to get some victories for him. Gennady is a warrior. Like Gennady never stopped, and they went at it in the whole thing. Um, it's getting kind of like I don't know. It's it's very hard to find someone right now that will challenge Devon. Like he clearly surpassed Gennady. Like it wasn't even it was nothing like their first match. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know. I think he should pull Vitali. I also think, and maybe it's an unpopular opinion, but there's not a lot of people that will beat Michael Todd now. Like Michael Todd, first of all, Hermes came in like really ready, super prepared, great shape, great. Like his game plan was just like this, and he struggled like everyone else will. Um, I don't think if you're an inside puller, you can beat. You can beat. You need two things. You need great top roll, so great rising power, and you need a press. Uh, Hermes had both of those things, and yet it was really hard. It was really hard. Uh, I think that for me, that was probably one of the best matches. Like both guys went to win it, and Michael looked really good. And if you look, Michael's arm never. But he like Hermes thought he will get the pronator. Like he explained to me game plan and everything, and afterwards, like he's like, I want to do like this. He couldn't get it. He couldn't get it, and Michael was, listen, Michael was really good shape. And my own opinion, um, if Vitali for Vitali, it's a terrible matchup because Vitali will take him to the pad and then just stop. Like if that's how I see it. I don't know if anyone sees it different. Vitali now has a press and he could transition to a press, and if he thinks he could do it without a press, that's delusional, right? So he will definitely work on that. But without it, I don't see him winning. Svetkov, no chance there. Again, has to have a press, can come forward. I think Levon, I think Devon, I think Hermes. Those are the only guys, in my opinion, that can beat Michael Todd right now. I don't know if it's unpopular opinion, what you guys think, but I feel like that is how I see it. Um, every inside puller, they will just run out. You need to have an incredible press. Like Camille, if he would have a center, like look at the match. Match starts, Hermes stays in the center, Michael goes, boom, starts climbing. Problem with the pressers start going, and they pull themselves out. Mike gets in his spot, and you're done. Yeah, coach, your effort for the case of arm wrestling is incredible. Thank you, I appreciate it. Let's see. I missed maybe some super chats, not super matches. Let's see. Refs did. You did an amazing job with interviews. Thank you. Most people think so too. So I appreciate it. I feel like every time I'm doing interviews, the guys know me better, and they see like they kind of come out live better. Also, I think the setup. Also, how did you like? We used two camera setup and we filmed from two different angles. Maybe next time we'll even try three angles, so to see just how if that is even better. Because I wanna make this look as professional as it can. I like the lighting. I like the things how it looked. We didn't have the best spot for some things, but I think it was pretty damn good. But yeah, post match interviews. Let me check how it looks on big screen because on oh, looks amazing. Looks amazing. Really nice. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to improve every single time, and hopefully we improve more and more, where it becomes like very easy to set up and very easy to do. Uh, but yeah, it took us like literally the whole week we were there. That's the things which we did on Voice of Armwrestling channel. I just made a few small videos from one from breakfast and one we were sitting down and just chilling at the end. And yeah, um, yeah, yeah. Let's see. Solution, my opinion, is close your thumbs, close your hands, go, or at least you guys happy, ready, go. On more style thoughts. I think there could be a definite solution there. There could be definitely a solution there. But I think people right now, the referee panel, they're gonna work on this. And, yeah. Has Devon broken this? Okay, I read that. Sorry, guys. Gennady was so unprofessional in this fight. It's complete for him to come in that week. Uh, come on, dude. Come on, dude. Why did the ref try to strengthen Devon's shoulder when he was completely flat to the table and Gennady was already pressing in a setup? So I don't think Devon, they were kind of like, listen, from the side, what referees do every time the hands are there and you see something good, you go back and you touch the shoulders and you touch the shoulders. Sometimes you don't even square them up, but you just remind them. So I think it's an instinct that they were doing, I'm not sure because I wasn't seeing on a camera. I wasn't listening to what was going around. I was seeing it from the side, so I couldn't even see it. So if I'm wrong, tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah. I miss having the audience up on the stage. Other than that, production looks better than ever. Yeah, I think there's a lot of ways to do it, and the different menus will be different challenges. But all than that, I thought, like, listen, the crowd was awesome. Our commentary could have gone out to crowd, and that would have been much better. But like, we'll improve, we always do, and I feel like it's this is a new stage, like first event of 2025, and it was bigger than ever. It was by far biggest arm wrestling event ever. That's craziness, and we just started. So I do think I have good trust in Robert Baxter and Dexter, Engin, all the people involved. Everyone knows what we need to do, and of course we might get some bumps like everyone else does, and get some problems. But you know, I see only like good things. We can always just fixate on the negatives because it's easy, but if we work and fix those negatives, all the problems, and we move forward, we do better. Like, if you look at the first events that we did, East versus West one, let's say two, three, four, even King of Table one, two, three, it's unrecognizable how it looks now to then, and it's just been like 3 years, but it's been like a lot of lessons we've learned. But again, we sometimes have to start again from the scratch, and we change the some of the things. So there is a learning curve for everything. Um, I'm just trying to be positive on all this, because if I sometimes, like, I have been on events like and I think you remember these events where everything went wrong and I just didn't like it, and I was like, it felt like it's like my fault in some way, even if it wasn't. Um, but if I keep on thinking about that, we can get better. But I can make notes what I do. I remember how I was doing my commentary at the start. I didn't like that. I think I'm doing better now. My post match, pre match interviews, you look at those, they were not so great at the start, and was literally just no lighting, no nothing. Now I have like full setup and things and everything else, and just to make things look more professional, give you better quality. So if there's a will to get better, yeah, 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 it was a great event. It was probably one of the best events we have been to. I can't really find anyone right now matching uh, John Berzenk versus Leonidas energy. Like, that was different. If you were an audience in Florida, like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That was so different, and it was just amazing because every single person was just wanting John Brzenk to win, and the energy there was just through the roof. It was probably the greatest moment I have ever seen on Armwrestling table, just from that. Like, yeah, yeah. Any chance Alijan pull Vitali? I think it might happen. I think it might happen. Listen, first of all, Petrenko. Betkil is a bad dude. Very bad dude. Super strong. Insanely talented. Uh, Endurance is just like craziest we have ever seen. And yet, Petrenko just made him look weak, right? He was really upset. Petrenko was very happy. I think 95 is his weight class. I think if and he didn't look bad making that drop and everything down. Um, he was awesome. So I feel like 95 is very interesting right now because like that 105 that would kind of made a noise. 115 is kind of because every time like Devon can come back, and I don't believe in my heart that there's a person right now that can beat him. It will take someone very special. So I think Also 115 left arm, Dadikian. Dadikian. How impressive was that? No strap, just hooks, just hooks. I think I I think that was one match I got wrong. Like I was thinking before we were talking about it, and I thought that Alex has more chances of winning. I thought that Dadikian might gas out, but he looked better, and actually Alex, in my opinion, kind of went down. Or again, choose a little bit different strategies. The most impressive part was Alex in a hook, um, but him versus Aljan, he's not cutting weight. He will come in an insane shape, and I think he might be the guy that gives Aljan a real match. I'm pretty sure he will. So that's the match for me. Like, do you guys agree? Do you guys agree? Um, how long? How long? Don't spam. Don't spam. How long does it take for the signed cards and just to be shipped out? Man, I really don't know, but I would guess usually in few weeks. I think they will be shipped out this week. Usually, how it is, because they have to bring them back to Turkey, and then they're gonna ship it out. Production was much better. How we should have able to rewind the stream, deal with YouTube uploads and illegal streams. They're trying to take it all down. They have people working on it and things like that. It's really sad, in my opinion. It's really sad. First of all, that I don't consider you an arm wrestling fan. If you just all you do is ask for free stuff without giving anything and understanding this sport has been, it was made by fans. It was made by most people. Like I have done so much for the sport that I will never get paid for, just because I want the sport to succeed and grow. Um, but I see people just uploading, and they still don't understand it, how small we are, and it's like you have nothing and they're still trying to take something away from you. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Um, yeah, illegal streams. I think they trying to take down as much as they can, but there's places where you can really reach them. So, but they're working on that. Yeah. Uh, um, camera looking straight down to the table. Set for setup. Devon versus Hermes. Vitali versus Levin. If Hermes wins, he goes against Levin and Devon versus Vitali. I do think like we will run away from the concept of having just like number one contender pulling 11. We will have concept of more like how about this guy, how about this guy, how about this guy here. But Vitali should definitely be on that list. Like, let's get him in, let's try him one more time. Yeah. um, and Travis still mispronounced athletes, yes, all the time, and I don't want to correct him. I don't want to correct him. Yes, camera angles for events will definitely improve on that. Thank you, Dino. Appreciate you, brother. Um, I thought I seen 400,000 watching on live stream. 400,000 watching on live stream. Damn, illegal streams are horrible. Also, for future, if you buy East versus West event, you have to pay taxes from if you're like outside US. But all of you guys are from US, right? Um, yeah, I'll bring Teen in for some other lives for sure. We'll do one. She's a big arm wrestling fan, sometimes more than me. She's really excited about these events, but more than I am sometimes. Um, Actually, it's so funny. Guys, we did that types of arm wrestlers you meet at the practice and things like that. And that was her idea. She wanted to do it. She wrote all the script and everything else. And we posted grip jack video, like like the guy that doesn't allow you to get started. and people are commenting like, this guy, he's so terrible. How dare, like, they don't understand what is fake and what is real, and that is amazing to me. Levin Fair Shaw. That's Man, that's the dumbest name ever. Referees need extended training. They can completely make or break the sport. The difference between professional sport and clown show. I think yes. I think they need, because all of them are trained for very strict training, and then kind of, I think referees also should have a referee panel there. I think that it's all in works. I think we're doing all those things. That all is coming together, and yeah, yeah. Nobody can beat Kirill. Um, Um, who should Bacho pull next? I think you can give him any one of the top guys at 95 kilos, and he will do fine. I think he's incredibly powerful, and beating him, uh, be- beating that hand will be extremely hard. What's going on? Yet my bank had transition problems. Your bank had transition problems for YouTube for pay per view. Okay, there's that funny. 10-page slide on reffing Devon. Mm, I feel sad for Frank because he's too gentle to fight for good grip. I want to say Thea, really great performance versus someone she really always deals bad with. But again, I think we need to understand arm wrestling is different depending on the rules. Like, um, depending on the rules, depending on everything, tables are different and things like that. Everything changes. So you need to understand, if you're used to being very strict and very, like, they were taking grip in 7 seconds, like they both ready to go. None of them were really fighting for the grip. And you're kind of used to it when you don't fight for the grip on like WOF, and you just go because you don't want to get fouls. You want to arm muscle, right, and things like that. Um, but super matches are changing the game, and also for armor stars, they maybe come around a little bit later, but they will definitely understand it, that you can fight for your grip, and you should fight for your grip, because all these rules will allow you to fight for the grip. And if, like, sometimes if you went to competition and someone just put you in a bad position and refs see everything is fine, you don't say nothing, they will say go, right? Also, this, where they have power just for 1-2 pulls, it's all over. They understand the super match is a different animal, and if the power level is somewhere near, it can change. Because we saw like guys winning one match, one round, and the other one winning another round, and things like that. It happens all the time, and I think this it will change even more. I think it eventually will get to a point where we can figure out the levels of the athletes very accurately, and matches will be very, very highly contested. I feel like that is coming. It just will take time to have more information about the athletes and how they pull and who they pulled and how they did, and as well for athletes to understand. Yeah, Ray, would you consider live inviting guests? I would love to talk to you and discuss some matches. I would, but not this time for sure. Not this time. I should do something like this. Um, with Devon in a glove, Schoolboy versus Reno would be interesting. Mhm. Devon was fighting with both referees and Gennady together and still won. Devon was probably trying to grip or manipulate his hand when he was trying to get the strap off. Did the same versus Dave in WL. Ray, who's your favorite arm wrestler? I have a lot of those. Mm, I have a lot of those. Like from this event, like I really like my Betkili on left arm is one of my favorites. I really like Petrenko, Hermes, Devon. Uh, who else? Like if I'm like I like how they pull. I really like Artyom Morozov. because of how, like, he will. Uh, some of his matches are so insane; they don't make any sense. Uh, he's great at coming back and fighting till the end, and I think he did that versus Vitali, which was a tough job and turned out to be a little bit tougher than he expected. Um, Tim, can you explain confusion with Levin at the end of the event? He was pissed about something. So I think Robert, Engin, and Kirill, they made a video. I haven't seen the video; I just saw that it was posted. I wasn't there. I was doing interview with Vitali and Morozov, so I didn't see what was going on with Levin. I think there was some clear miscommunication between everyone, what was supposed to happen and what they wanted to do, and he kind of got upset and left. And I heard about this about 2 hours later when I was at the hotel waiting for food, and people were telling me, like, like Levin got angry. I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking about? Then I go to Reddit, and yes, yes. Yeah. Mm. Devon got the black hoodie now. Listen, he gave his hoodie to Gennady. Gennady just, I think, it went straight to the hospital for 10 new diseases. uh, you can't choose Adam as your biased. He's your family. Who else would you pick if you're not your family? Uh, Gennady have a history of slapping his opponents, or this a new thing? I don't know. This is being handled very weird. Disappointed in the refing. This highest level of arm wrestling master refs, but the refing were amateur. Huge support from Italy. Really appreciate what you're doing. Thank you, Lorenzo. John Berzan, any news of where John Berzank is? Home. Most of the time, when people leave a comment, when they see like, uh, it's always it's always funny because it's mostly random people that will see this. I put a video of like East versus West 16 lineup, and they will comment will be like, "Where's Dennis?" And if I have time, I will answer home. um, John Berzank was is pulling with Derek Smith yesterday. Was I'm a great English teacher. I'm teaching Hermes everything he knows about from Inglesio. He knows about me, from me, at me, with me. Yeah. Anyway, all the post match. Um, oh, I just saw. Oh, this breaks my heart. Just breaks my heart. I love mean comments. Under interview with Oleg Jacques, Coach Ray should become a translator, not the interviewer. I'm so sick and tired of this guy's nonchalant and uninterested attitude. I'm really uninterested in arm wrestling, like, especially in the athletes and what happens with them. It's like, you can see it. You can see it. I'm so uninterested. Yeah, I was looking. So anyway, all the post-match interviews are posted on East versus West channel. Coach K. Yeah. How was the venue? It was amazing. I hope John beats Yoshi, but I don't think he will. That will be a great match. That will be a really, really great match. Yeah. Petrenko versus Hutchings, 95 right arm. Petrenko said he will dominate that. Listen, for me, now I don't know what I want to see more, him versus Petrenko or him versus Rustam. But I think him versus Rustam needs to happen. Him, Todd, if Todd can deal with the power of Petrenko, I feel like Todd wins, but it's a tough match. But with Rustam, you never know. Yeah. How is Georgian food? Oh, that was great food. Yeah. Yeah, I really like the food. Hachapuri upset my stomach just one time, so it wasn't that bad. But yeah, back home, we'll get back on a diet because I don't want to be called fat all the time by people I live with. um, does the shoulder really have to be in for a fair match, seriously asking for proper explanation. So they have a rule to have shoulders squared, right? As square as they can be, so one can be too much away from the other. This just makes good. So if because if I turn my shoulder so much, already fully engaged. Like there's nowhere else to go. Like if I'm starting like this, right? So this is why they try to uh, square up the shoulders. I think a little bit of shoulders can be turned in, and I think it's not neutral. Have you? Oh, no, 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 no. Um, not even is better. Not even in UFC is better like this, in my opinion. It really depends. Like talking through translator, it's sometimes good if the translator is good. Like I think Alex was doing really good job. I don't think anyone can disagree on that. But it's not the way. This is why I did the interviews with Russians and Russians. My Russian language skills are not excellent. They're okay. I can talk with people, let's say it like this. But at least then we can have a conversation and you can be your real self without any interruptions. So I've been telling this to every athlete. Like if you want to become a star, if you want to become big in world of arm wrestling, learn English. If you look at the people, like either you're so good that you don't need, but Levon speaks English, Hermes speaks English. Um, Kalinchenko, I think Kalinchenko first, he has charisma, he can arm wrestle, he's almost everyone. Yeah. Is it now better? Okay. Is it now better? Hmm. Okay, I think something changed there, but yeah, what I was talking about. I speak just three languages, but I understand way more. But yeah, I think when you can show who you are to people, and language is big part of it, I think everything becomes better. Um, you see even in UFC some of the biggest stars they learn English language just so they can communicate better, and instantly their fan bases grow because they can talk in their own language and they can talk in, let's say how it is, worldwide language, which is English. That's why I'm using it. Um, and That's why I did interviews with subtitles. We did interviews in Russian and I put on subtitles. That's why sometimes the videos took a little bit longer because subtitles do take time. Um, but Yeah, and when you put like auto captions, things like that that they created, it's always messed up. It's pretty bad. So you have to go through. Not all the time. I will see everything, and I might miss something, but yeah, yeah. Um, mm, I don't know what the hell happened. Hmm. It's closer than it was before. I don't know why. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I need to talk like this now. Okay. So anyway, I think my microphone died. Yeah. Versus Mindaugas, that's a great match. How you compare organization of this event? It was my first. It was a bit chaotic. It's normal. So Georgian thing. So we had to deal, like they had to deal. I didn't have to deal, but they had to deal with completely new place, people that don't speak the same language you do, um, and we also had a new team. So I think those were the biggest issues. Going forward, we will have the same team on all the events. That is the plan, and I think from that it definitely will be better. Yeah, we can hear you. We just have to turn volume up, guys. I don't know what happened, but I think somehow this got disconnected, and now it's not working properly. Give me a second. Microphone. Mhm. Where is it? Open sounds. Man, I don't know. I had this issue one more time also. I think it's the software I'm using because I'm streaming through Riverside. I like the quality, especially afterwards, but it's not reliable. I don't think I'm going to use it anymore. Um, Sometimes everything works perfectly. Sometimes things just stop working altogether. Master volume input. Okay. Mhm. Device properties. Could be a little bit better now, but I don't think it is. Mm-hmm. Just green screen and working mechanism. Yeah. Um. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really think East versus West. It's yeah. I think this is just the beginning. I think it's going to be big year 2025. There's big plans. Uh, I never thought we would get here. We are already here, and I feel like it will just get yeah loud and clear. Thank you guys. How come we haven't seen you on Armors? I pulled there 4 weeks ago. You can go watch it. I pulled Tim Talmadge. Yep. Hmm. Speaker's much better now. Very nice. Ray, what match would you like to see soon? Right now, I want to see Alijan versus David Adikan. That's the match. That's the match. There's some other ones, but we'll see it for the other time, guys. Um, anyway, refs were great. Devon had an idea that if both athletes are happy, they just push a button. Yeah, he did that, something like that. What do you think Devon's next match might be? I think there might be a left-handed match eh, with someone. We will see, but most likely it will be the left hand. Most likely it will be the left hand because I think he needs right. This, yeah, yeah. Monster Michael Todd crash out. What was the crash out? I think he was just focused. I couldn't understand what's going on with him. Uh, yeah, Devon versus Corey. Could be, could be. Devon versus Aljan. Ooh, that's a good one. That's that also. I think Devon wants that too at 115 kilos. But listen, do we make him come down to 115 kilos, or we say one more time? Every year for Easter, we get Devon pulling 11. Why not? I don't know. At this point, I don't know what else, right? Because I do feel like, in your own opinion, do you think anyone can beat Devon right now? Mm-hmm. Very loud now. So you go and put it less loud. I'll check on the video. Jesus Christ, it's so loud. You see, I don't know, and I didn't change much, to be honest. I didn't change. It was like 50%. What do you think about team arm wrestling, 2 versus 2? Why not? Why not? We have done crazier things. Why the hell not? That would be pretty interesting thing to do. Kirill. uh, only Levin can beat himself. Devon turned into Blood Czar. I think Devon is a bad matchup for everyone. I think he's too good at most things. But I still believe for him to beat Levin, he needs back pressure. His hand isn't the problem. And we argued and we talked about this, and he thinks that if he had more hand control, he could do things. But listen, I can just hold you here, just push you down. So nothing you do there matters if you don't have anything here. So I don't know. That is just my assessment. It's not more side pressure. It's not that. If he would have more ability from the back pressure, because the hand is already good, but if he loses and this pronation doesn't change, it's the arm, not the hand. But you know, yeah. Without pecs and glutes, yes, I think so too. I always say that all you need is pecs and glutes, pecs and glutes. Okay, device property. Okay. Let me know if audio is still good. I changed it a little bit. Devon 325 pounds versus light in end of the year 11 2026. I rather see Levin going versus Vitali than going versus Devon or versus Hermes. Like, uh, it is kind of weird because there's a chance we end up with the same guys facing the same guys. And serious question: when we getting leg wrestling? Not in arm wrestling community. You know why? Because it's too much work for us. So I'm sitting down just to save energy. Audio is good to me. Audio nice. Thank you guys. Yeah. But like I just like listen, styles do make matches and things like that. And we keep seeing the same guys facing the same guys. And I'm kind of I'm kind of tired of it. I'll be honest. Yeah. I'm kind of I would better see something else. I would love to see Devon like when we know like listen now he's close, but also Levon arm strength is crazy. Like he was curling 160 kilos. Like it's not normal. It's not normal. I can barely curl 60 kilos. Devon can barely curl 60 kilos. Yeah. Mhm. Let me check if I haven't missed something, guys. Antonio, thank you for your super chat. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's past midnight. It's way past my bedtime. I want to thank all of you guys. I'm gonna be yeah. So I gotta tomorrow figure out what I have to do, things I have to do at home. Want to get on a good training schedule, mostly pecs and glutes, and then yeah, I'm gonna go to Canada for event. I think everyone can kind of figure out what kind of event, and I'm gonna compete there. So I'm looking very much forward to that. And then we have nationals. I don't know if I'm gonna compete in nationals, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, it's been a crazy week. I want to thank you for your continuous support. Really wouldn't be nothing without you guys. So yeah, stay strong, love arm wrestling, and I'll see you next time. Boom.